people they want to come in, they want to touch the fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
They want to try on, the shirt before they buy. And, I think people are missing that.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I think people are ready to kind of just be out and have an experience for sure.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Lunch with Loretta. I'm Loretta with Choice Farm Market. We're here today at the Summit Street shop with Jordan Fuller, owner. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Well, I thought we would continue our conversation from a couple weeks ago. We were talking about entrepreneurship and what that looks like. And, we're both kind of seasoned veterans almost in that field. So tell us a little bit about the emotional journey for you.
Luckily, I love chaos, and I love, you have to like it, right? I don't do well with downtime, or I don't do well with calm and quiet. And that's something I actually have to work on. I have to really stop and take a moment to just, calm the brain. But I really thrive in chaos and a lot of things going on. So that's been a challenge to really kind of balance that because, and I guess while we were renovating the building, it was the emotional part of I just always felt like we were kind of stuck in the sand with this renovation. A lot of times you take one step forward, 3 steps back, and then there's a whole other problem you didn't think about. So that was kind of that was the anxiety. Every day you kind of think, what's this going to be today? And towards the end of renovating, I just was ready to just have everyone just get out of my way and just let me physically get in there and work and set up.
We talked about some of our personal emotions and challenges in the first segment. This time I'd like to talk about, because I know with you, the same with us is you can't do it alone. Mm-hmm. And, there's a lot of support from family. I know you have a large family. And
yeah, the community has shown up, absolutely, in all ways. And of course, the Methodist Church was fantastic when we purchased this building. And Mr. Wheeler, of course, was a huge part of that. So that was really, really special. So they've been fantastic, the church community. And in my family, I've got a big family, and I've got 4 boys in their 20s and a daughter in high school, and my husband. I use them a lot. They were my muscle. They were my muscle. And one of my kids does kind of construction, so he did some handyman jobs for me, and my oldest knows tech, so he helped me kind of get my website set up. And I would always ask them to start carrying stuff around. And, when I change my mind with different furniture things, okay, can you bring that up from the basement? Can you put that back down in the basement? So little things the community's been fantastic. I mean, showing up not only to support the business part of it, but, during the renovation, we had all sorts of people, always stopping in and just driving by, what are you doing? It looks so good. Thank you for taking care of the building. And so that support was the best because it was just, it was ongoing and it kept us moving forward. And, it was shouting from vehicles as I drove by.
Yeah.
It was great. I loved it. What are you doing here? Or, the paint looks so good. So that was really awesome.
Yeah.
And that was the whole time that we were renovating.
I think our community wants stuff like this. We don't want to be a ghost town. Mm-hmm. And I think businesses like yours and mine can help bring people in. And they're not just shopping at your shop. They're going to then go get lunch, mm-hmm. At Noah's Nook. Or after they go through our farm adventure, they may take the family, and go to Mitchell's Pub and Grill and have a sandwich or whatever. And so the community needs that to support the businesses that are here. And I think sometimes people forget that. Mm-hmm. We're not going to have a lunch place if we don't have other draws to our community.
And business breeds business.
Exactly.
So people come in here and they say, well, where do you suggest to go after this? And I say, Choice, Mitchell's, stop at the pallet store, go to Noah's, it really is. It can be a whole day now.
Oh, yeah.
In Webberville.
We had
so
this,
awesome.
Yeah. This summer we had, when the Lavender Fest was going on, and these ladies stopped in and they're like, yeah, we went to the Lavender Fest and then we went to the Summit Street shop and now we're coming out here. And, you know, that's what's going to draw commerce to our small community here is, because I always tell people, you know, it's not like you drive all the way up to Leland Hall and go to one winery.
Right.
You're going to make a day or a weekend out of
Yeah.
it. And I feel like, you know, people aren't going to drive necessarily, you know, from Grand Rapids or Detroit area to come to Webberville for, you know, one stop. And if we can provide a day or 2 days worth of things for people to explore,
Yeah.
you know, that's what's going to help.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan, I know in the first segment we talked about like anxiety and our fears, but on the flip side, you know, there's a sense of accomplishment and achievement, at least for me, when things do go right, which they do. So let's talk a little bit about that.
What I like to do is kind of just look back at maybe some of the pictures that I took or some of the videos I took, like that first week I opened, or the first time we stepped into the building. It kind of just benchmarking, looking back, because as you go throughout the days, I don't think you realize how far you've come, or how actually really awesome that the stores are, the businesses are, and until you kind of look back and think, oh my gosh, look at this, you know, little display that I had. How funny. At the time, you know, it just, I was proud of that then, but then looking back, you can always think like, wow, look at, even in the year, how much we've grown.
Yeah.
And even just, you know, experience and knowledge and just celebrating those little wins.
Yeah.
Which is hard to remember to do, but, and the customers give me life. I feel so spoiled too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the nicest things they say to us really is what keeps me going too.
Yeah. I know you probably hear the same that we do, that people are so grateful that we opened and that we're providing, you know, for our community, and it does give you a nice feeling. Yeah. I know Todd and I used to, at the end of the day, we would say the 3 things that we were thankful for that happened through the day. And we've kind of gotten away from that. But hearing you talk about stepping back for a minute and looking at old pictures and stuff, you know, kind of reflecting on the day. And I think we need to start that again, because sometimes, you know, you try to think of the 3 blessings and you think, oh, you know, that's hard because, you know, today just didn't go well at all. But really, you can find at least 3 things throughout the day to.
That's an awesome idea. I love that.
Yeah.
And I think in our heads, we are critical of, because it's our baby. The businesses are our baby. So in our minds, we're really critical of the things that we know didn't go as the way we went. They don't know.
Yeah.
People don't have a clue.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's also what I have to remind myself too, is that it's more in our heads, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. I really think the great part about these businesses is obviously we're serving the community, and that's the whole goal. But just to have, just to bring joy to someone else, if they just step in here for 15 minutes, step into your shop, and just feel the good, positive energy.
Yeah. Because you never know what's going on in their day.
No.
And that could be the best thing that happened to them all day.
Yeah.
Was they got to step into your shop or our store and just kind of forget maybe about things that are not going well for them, and just enjoy and take a moment and
eat some delicious food. And get
feel
some treats.
Fabric.
Touch the
and
fabric.
I know. I used to quilt when I had time too, and so I'm, you know, kind of like a fabric junkie.
We all are fabric junkies. We all are.
It's like my you know, kryptonite or whatever
It
is, you know.
People like to come in and touch it, and you know, just there. I like to say there's energy that comes from fabric, but that's me. You understand, right?
Yeah.
You get it.
Yeah, you can be. I mean, you get motivated by looking at, you know, some fabric and there's nothing quite like the sense of accomplishment when you finish your first quilt. Yeah.
My customers in the community really push me to stay positive.
Yeah.
Because they're the best. So.
Yeah, I agree. That and family support, and you know, for us, we know that we're doing this, you know, for the next generation. it's going to provide opportunities for our children and grandchildren and great nieces and nephews, which we have some in common.
Yes.
And to be a part of the family farm in their own way, and not be so removed from agriculture and stuff, and so that too keeps us going, as we know that our story's not going to end with us.
Yeah. You're setting up a really great legacy.
So Jordan, what advice would you give someone who's thinking about, taking that leap and starting their own business?
You just have to do it. Just absolutely do it. If you have something that you love and you're passionate about, that will show through. And that will, if you put everything into that and something is telling you to do something, don't be scared. Just do it. Well, you can be scared. Do it scared. Do it scared, because you're going to be scared. But someone else is going to love the same thing you love, and if you're passionate about it, you will find a way to make it happen. And I kind of feel like that's just, if you're being pulled to do something, you should listen to that voice. And there will be a lot of people that think you're crazy.
Yeah.
There will be a lot of people that think, what are you thinking? What are you doing? But just listen to your own intuition. And I just say, go for it.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice. I know for me, because I'm a little bit older, and my friends are retiring, and they're like, "What are you doing?" You could be at your cottage. Again, it's that passion and drive. Mm-hmm. And I think if somebody, like you said, if somebody's on the fence, do it scared. I love that. But I also feel like, just be patient. Don't be discouraged the first time you hit a hiccup. Be patient, persevere. I always say being a business owner is not for the faint of heart, because there were so many times that I was leaving the construction site in tears, and it's like thinking, I can't do this anymore. Mm-hmm. But yet, you go home, you pull yourself together, put your big girl pants on, mm-hmm. and persevere.
Yeah,
and each day is a new day.
100% persevere. That is it.
Yeah.
That is it.
Well, and you face similar challenges with yours. So, yeah, you can be scared, mm-hmm. but don't give up.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
Well, Jordan, I want to thank you again for co-hosting with me the last couple weeks. And tell us what you've got in the shop here, because it's so neat. You guys, I just can't say enough. You guys need to stop in here. So show me some of your stuff.
So we have got kind of a little bit of everything. It's technically a gift shop. So we've got fashion, fabric, gifts, decor. We have a fantastic quilting, cotton, fabric section. So the quilters come in from all over. But if you're not a quilter, that's okay. Come in, because we have a ton of other stuff that's not quilty. We've got all sorts of like pre-cut fabrics and all sorts of yardage. Isn't that adorable?
That is adorable.
So a lot of good cotton fabric, whole quilting section. The bolts of fabric are on the church pews that used to be here. So that's kind of fun. And actually, this product here, I'm going to reach over. This is a product that I actually designed and sourced, and I also sell it to other quilt shops in the U.S. and Canada. So this is kind of my baby, and it comes in all different designs. So this is a 7x7 box, but it's not. I designed it for quilt squares, but it can be for anything. It's food safe. My nieces carry their little dollhouse pieces in them. So this is the Summit Street boxes, actually. So those are fun. And then we just have all sorts of little decor things, too. We got some, gifts, and we have Bayard, we have Bayard wax melts, which is a Webberville company as well. I know you carry their stuff in your shop, too.
This pumpkin chai I love that.
It smells so good.
It does.
It smells so good. So, and we've got fashion and all sorts of fun stuff. Actually, this top is from the store. So we have all sorts of gift things.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Just a couple things to wrap it up, and then we'll send it back out to you guys. We're still celebrating our fall festival at Choice Farm Market. We run Saturday and Sunday from 10 to 6. We've got animals, we've got slides, we've got a corn maze, we've got a corn pit, we've got apple cider and donuts. So we welcome you to step out and make some fall memories on our farm. Thank you for joining us, and if you like what you're seeing, please like our Facebook, share our Facebook, our YouTube channel, And let us know in the comments if there's something you'd like to see us do in the future. Thank you and have an awesome day.